pupils. Can you see the red dot on the map? Since the Greek national curriculum isn't strongly oriented towards innovative science teaching, STEM subjects are not very popular among our students. Some of us in our school had the intention of finding new ways so as to change the school environment. Last year we were aware of the ODS and became members. I will briefly present you some ODS activities we carry out. First of all, the CERN virtual visit. As part of ODS, we had the unique opportunity to visit the control room of the Atlas experiment at CERN. The visit was made possible by the support of the ODS-CERN collaboration and the ODS Discover the Cosmos community. It was a big event for our school. In cooperation with the science school advisor for our region, we organized the event and hosted dozens of students for 4 nearby schools. Teachers of these schools were invited to use the ODS platform. Prior to the visit, our students attended extracurricular lessons enriched by material that we found in ODS platform. Students had the chance to interact with a Greek scientist involved in the search of the Higgs boson and got answers to their questions. It was a big experience for all of us, not only for the children, not only for the parents, but also for us, the teacher, as you can understand. After the visit, both students and parents were excited, and we asked them to express their thoughts and give their feedback to our school blog and our ODS school community. The event got great publicity through the local and national media. It was a great success. It was the first success that helped to obtain the 2 schools' principals' commitment and support in our ODS journey. Plus, we promised the students, both and parents, that this was only the beginning. Eratosthenes Experiment 2014, a second activity. We participated in Eratosthenes Experiment through the ODS network of schools. The 11th grade students measured the Earth circumference based on Eratosthenes experiment which he carried out in the 3rd century BC. This activity had been integrated to the curriculum. Prior to the experiment, as a teacher, I had full access to educational material, lesson plans, instruction, worksheets, and this is very important for a teacher to find the appropriate material to run an activity. In addition, students had the chance to familiarize themselves with ICT tools like Stellarium, Google Earth, Google Maps, Excel, but also to apply knowledge from their physics and math class. This is our school on the second photo. You can see also here on the left the experimental device we built and used. It was very simple, a stick, a stable base, and measure tapes. And my students, while carried out the experiment and record the measurements. After the experiment, we collaborated with an ODS Romanian school. Students analyzed the data and calculated the Earth's circumference. Students also wrote a report on the experiment, and we participated in the photo contest that was organized by the ODS. All those are facts, and it was quite easy to talk about them. If we want to analyze those facts, then we face the main question, and this is, what was the impact of our involvement on school principals, colleagues, students, parents, and me. And it isn't easy to talk about the others, due to the fact that I haven't done any systematic assessment about the impact on school principal and colleagues. Although I had big discussions with parents, allow me to tell you a story about an event that happened in our school just a few days ago. On the 6th of May, we are a year after our registration in ODS. To mark our involvement in the ODS project, we came up with the idea to celebrate the International Year of the Light 2015. What was different this time? Colleagues from different fields worked collaboratively for a couple of weeks to present an interdisciplinary approach to light through physics, astronomy, religion, literature, mythology, English language, music, and choreography. You can see the poster of the event on the right. There has been an interesting change in our schools given the reluctance of many colleagues to engage with ICT and ODS-supported activities when we first discussed the possibility. And I think that the involvement of the other colleagues gives the answer to the first question. Some photos of this event. Regional directors, science school advisors, school principals, local authorities, local media, parents, and up to 200 pupils from 5 nearby schools attended the event. More than 50% of our students and 70% of our teachers actually took part in the project and got on stage. About the impact on my students, it's easier for me to talk because I live with them in the classroom 7 hours per day. So, my students enjoy to use ICT tools and work in projects relevant to their lives and or in the top of the global agenda. My students also enjoy to produce a final product and show their work in public, to carry out a project without necessarily using a school book. Sometimes the school book is boring, many times the school book is a bad book, and I think also enjoy a teacher who doesn't know everything, but he or she is willing to explore with them because it's the first time for the teacher too. When you don't work with your book, but with e-resources and material that is unknown for you, then it's a first time for the teacher too. Students are highly activated as they receive the knowledge experimentally, sometimes out of the class. Their natural curiosity is around step by step. Those materials are built this way. They are learning by doing. The most important, science education become more challenging, more playful, more imaginative. The teacher let children to take risks and trust them. Students develop collaborative skill, structured digital skills, and positive attitudes and perception towards science and self-confidence. I'm pretty sure about the impact on myself, on the teacher. Access to educational repositories and e-learning resources enrich my educational toolbox since the book is not enough anymore. Improvement my teaching approaches and make my lesson more attractive and myself less boring. Training, ODS training communities, academies and activities that keeps me up to date and improves my professional education for free from my PC. Motivation to create and share my own educational scenarios through ODS competitions in which I regularly take part, but never won. New people I met who share the same interest with me. Inspiration to undertake initiatives and introduce innovation in my school. Opportunities for professional development and satisfaction as a result for all the above. Thank you.
Now, Dr. Eric Demonceau will talk to you a little bit about how ODS has impacted his own school in